I've just emerged from Vladimir Putin's marathon keynote speech and Q&A session here at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum, and here's what you need to know. The Kremlin leader used the opportunity to make his most hawkish comments in months on the war in Ukraine. He was asked what his endgame was, and he didn't pull any punches. Have a listen.
I have said many times that I consider the Russian and Ukrainian people to be one nation. In this sense, all of Ukraine is ours. There is certain military logic, and troops end up in different territories. We have a rule for this. It is not a proverb or a parable. There is an old rule. Where Russian soldier sets foot, that is ours.
Now, the comments received rapturous applause in the auditorium. That was no surprise because it was full of fawning politicians. What is a surprise, though, is that he made these comments in the first place, because it comes at a time when Russia is supposedly trying to reach a peace deal with Ukraine. Ever since Donald Trump began his push for a settlement, Moscow has dialed down the rhetoric, trying, I think, to placate Washington and give the impression, at least, that it is interested in peace. But there was none of that in here today, quite the opposite. For the first time in several months, Vladimir Putin even threatened a nuclear strike on Ukraine.
We always respond and respond in kind. Therefore, our response will be very tough and most likely catastrophic for both the neo-Nazi regime and for Ukraine itself. I hope that it will never come to that.
The topics and questions asked by the moderator will undoubtedly have been pre-arranged with the Kremlin, so this felt like a very deliberate message from Vladimir Putin. And that is, despite peace talks, Russia has no intention of backing down, neither on the battlefield nor at the negotiating table. And I think it shows how confident Moscow is